Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where last episode got the whole front end, roof, and the bed in previous episodes all ready to paint. It's all in final primer, and what we got left to do is the doors and the quarter panels and the tailgate. So the roof is all just 400, 320, 400 grit, and it's ready to paint. Got all the rust, everything all around the back of the bed. Got some bed coating on there, looks like crap. Probably gonna paint it white though. So we got all that done. So all we have to do, we got to strip. Well, I got the door pins to do in that door. And then we got to take off all the mirrors, handles, belt moldings, locks off of both doors. But other than that, we just got to strip her down and strip her down to the metal and do the body work and get it all ready to paint. So, I don't know, can you see this dent here? Pretty big sized dent. It's gonna be hard to see little dings and stuff unless I point them out to you. This tailgate too's got some dents and a bullet hole in it that we'll have to fix. It's way better than the old tailgate that was completely smashed. So what we're gonna do this episode is do this dent here. We got some rust. I'm not sure how that happened. One little rust hole right there. I think I saved a little bit of that Bondo glass, and I think we're just going to fill that in instead of cutting out, putting patches of metal and stuff like that. But I got that tool in I was telling y'all about last few episodes from Vevor. I'll put a link in the description. Now, it's not their fault, but let's get these cats out of the way. Come on, get out of the way. It's not their fault, but it came all mangled up. Tons of tape on it, so it looks like somebody tried to patch it up. Let's see what this does here. Stud welder dent repair something. So that's what it is, a stud welder dent repair. Okay. So anyway, it was beat to hell. This little case with all the stuff in it is completely busted up. It's all busted up. All this stuff was just laying in the bottom. Don't know if anything's missing. And the handle here is broke on one end. I was trying to put that over there, but that's actually a bolt. Take out with a, I don't know if they give you a little Allen key for it. Take them Allen keys out. This thing is really heavy. I meant to see how much it weighs. It's well over 100 pounds, I bet. I don't know why, but it's pretty damn heavy. So anyway, I can't be, I'm gonna have to make a little card or something for this. Okay, I haven't read the instructions yet, but it's pretty easy to operate, I would think. I guess this is the ground it, and then this is your trigger. So they give you these tools here. We'll have to go over some of it. Okay, so this looks like a regular dent puller, an old-fashioned type. I call it the old-fashioned ones with the, I got a bunch of them different sizes, small to real big, and you put on a deal with a screw in it. So you would drill a hole, twist this on there, twist the screw on there, and then whack it like this and pull the dent out. Problem is, you got a whole bunch of holes when you're done. Now you can weld the holes up, then you got the heat of the welder, which is going to kind of warp the metal, so you can never get it, you know, perfect. So this is the deal here that makes this special. I guess it goes into this. I'm going to read the instructions here in a little bit. And this is, we got the attachments. I think this is the one here we're going to use. So you would put that to the bare metal, pull the trigger, and it'll weld that to it. You just do it for a second, so it's attached, and then you pull it. And then of course, once you pull it, if it doesn't break free, then you got to cut it off. So I guess this is another one attachment for that. Not exactly sure what all this other stuff is. These you would put across. There should be some type of little clamp. I think that's what this is. So, and they adjust. Okay. So let's say you got a crease. You would put one of these deals on there, and then screw this into your puller, and then these would compensate for the dent, see, or the crease, and you connect them onto this, and then you would pull it. So in what it should do is pull the whole dent out. So I guess you would tack these on there. I think these are the same type of things here. You would tack a whole bunch of them on there, and then use this, put it in there and pull it. We'll probably use that in here in a little bit. The main thing is we're going to use that dent that I showed you is too big, so we're just going to use this a suction deal. Okay, so we'll hook this all up, and I'll read the instructions. Hopefully it works and it's not beat around too much. It busted something inside of it. Get my little body hammer here. There's a lot worse than it looks. Looks like there's just a dent right here, but it's pulled out here, and then it's all creased right from here all the way down to probably in here. You got to get all this out. But this is it dented up and it pushed this out, so we're just going to tap this down and see how much of that pops out actually. Didn't pop out too much, did it? Okay. You can't get in there. It's double walled. There's a wall in behind there too, so you can't get it through the back. So that's why we got to use that puller. Okay, that's pretty close there. I was hoping some of it would pop out. But yeah, the dents from here and there. So I'm going to grab the grinder. I'm going to grind. Well, the whole thing's got to be ground, but for now, we'll just grind off all this. And I'm going to scrape this off so I don't gum up the grinder. Scrape that off with a razor blade, the stripe. And then we'll grind this down. And then we'll get the dent puller over here, and we'll see how it works. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I got a grinding disc on the grinder here. Let's do it one-handed for a minute. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to use this and grind the whole area down. Another way you can tell is original paint, although it's pretty easy because it's just paint, factory primer, and then the metal, but still got the unleaded fuel only little sticker on there. Nobody ever puts them back on. Okay, let me get this ground down and I'll be back. Okay guys, got that whole area ground down. You see that dent. You set this for, I just been testing it just for a minute, but you can up the power until it goes to H. Then this goes. I'm not sure how that goes, but anyway, it works. Let me set you up on a tripod right about here, and I'm gonna work right where the dent is, here. Okay, so I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, now not exactly sure what the trigger does, because as soon as you touch this on there, it welds itself for like 1 second. So if you can see it, see, and it's on there, and to take it off you just go like that. Okay, so we'll start here and then use this to pull. It's actually pretty strong. Okay, let's go up. See, I'm not even pulling the trigger. It's starting to come out now, so just bend it off and it'll go up. Saves a lot of time drilling holes the old-fashioned way. You want to kind of still use your body hammer. It's still up here. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that. We need to get right in this crease here. Right here. Oh, popped out pretty good there. Just a little bit of primer there. So did that got to be real clean. I think the trigger works for the other attachments there, which we'll see if we can try that. Got a little primer again. Very little heat. We got it. Crease right there. But yeah, we're still working on. Yeah, guys, this saves a lot of time. I think the little copper tips probably needs to be cleaned. Yeah. I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper. I'm not sure how you got to clean that off with a grinder or what. Yeah, I guess you gotta hit it with a grinder. There you go. It's not a very good grinder. Okay, well, let me clean this off with the grinder and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'll give you a different angle. Yeah, I just hit the tip with a little grinder. Plus you can take this Allen key, undo it and flip it around, so should last a long time. Okay, so let's keep going here. I guess I should have tightened that. Well, it's coming out. Just a little cord keeps getting hung up. Not, it's got to be ground down a little bit more. Okay, well that's basically how it works, and you can just keep pulling that till you get a I don't have a very good paint stick, but use a piece of wood and you can see the gap down there. Just keep pulling till it's you don't want it too far out. You want to leave a little bit of a gap. Yeah, if you can see that. And like I said, there's a little crease right here. I'm going to pull out, and then this is punched out this way right here, so this got to be pulled along here, I would think, and then put some pressure on that here and bang this in. And a little bit more rust than I thought right here. Whoops. It's still on the tripod's not very good. Doesn't hold the camera very. But yeah, I'll have to figure out something to do with these rust spots here. Okay, let me work this a little bit more and I'll be back. Okay guys, just ran a grinder over them. You can see the little spots where grinded them off. I mean, it's just go over it like that and it takes it right off. So it's pretty good. Check the it's just right right in there, there's a little bit of a gap, but there's not much I can do. I pulled and pulled and pulled, and this here was pooched out. I banged that in, and that's what that one was too. This didn't need to be pulled down here. It's still a little, it's kind of a high spot here, but and then it's indented here. And then this crease here, I might have some high spots from trying to pull it. That's why my hammer marks are there. You still got to use your body hammer to get all the high spots. Just kind of so anyway, I like it. It's my new favorite tool. Like I said, link in the description. I haven't even got the link yet, and the coupon code or whatever, get a discount. Should be able to get a discount on it, but it's a couple $100, but it's well worth it. See, when these, not this, but when they first came out, those stud pullers, you would have to buy those long copper deals. So you'd use a machine like this and it would weld the little copper tip. Then you would get their dent puller thing like that, put it over the copper, pull it, and then if it didn't break off, then you'd have to sit there and grind it off. So the little copper thing's wasted, so you can't use it again. So you'd have to continuously buy bags of those little copper things, right? And it just took so long because you'd have to use one tool to buzz it on there, then another thing to pull it, and then grind it off. And this thing is so much faster. And I think these tips here will last a long time. It spins around, so you can use it 3 times. But yeah, I think it'll last. We'll have to use that other attachments later, but it's kind of the same deal. Like I said, you put the thing across the dent or a crease, and you can use it and try to pull it all out evenly. You could do that, or just did what I do and just kind of pull it, but we'll do that another time. I pulled this out here. This was pretty big dent there. Yeah, so I like it. So anyway, guys, yeah, so I'm going to, I sprayed a little rust, I don't have it here, rust neutralizer over some of this where the embedded little rust dots are. I went over it with 80, grinder than 80, and just sprayed that, and re-sprayed, re-grinded and sprayed these. I had put that other stuff on there, but we'll put that on there. So yeah, I got a little Bondo here. I'll put a little smear here, and then you still gotta kind of skim the whole area and block her down. So yeah, we'll do that and work our way up and do the rest of this quarter. There's a dent there. A little bit of a crease there. But it's getting towards, I won't finish all this today. I mean, before it gets dark. But I'll get some Bondo, put some Bondo over that area, get that working. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, got some Bondo mixed up. So we'll fill in the bigger dent areas. And then we'll use the cheese grater deal. To break it down more flat.
The solutions fill right in, so no heavy bucketing, and the path has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into ground. Somewhat harder, not smarter.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I am at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic doctor and pharmacist about Prevnar 20. Pneumococcal
Okay, got a little dent up here.
that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia with just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia, Prevnar 20 can help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults with Don't give Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The side effects include pain following the injection, fatigue.
Okay, well, I'll be back and we'll cheese grate that down and probably DA it down with 80 grit a little bit and then reskim it. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I think it's dry enough to cheese grate it. These are actually like body files. You can pick them up at any body shop supply place. You just want to rough it. Get the just saves a lot of sandpaper and a lot of time by breaking her down a little bit before you start sanding. Okay. Yeah, that was a hell of a dent. It's pretty bad. So you can see the low spot there, but we'll DA it down and then put another coat on it. So yeah, that's pretty much about it though. And we just got this little area here, that one. And then we'll strip the rest of this tomorrow. And maybe do the tailgate next. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay guys, took a grinder, got all this ground down, and then slicked it out with 80 grit. And about to fix all the dents. This is where it must have been molded in from the factory, but I can't really see any lead or Bondo or anything. I guess I didn't use any Bondo. I mean, it's a bit of a dip factory, kind of a warp there. I'll probably just leave it. But anyway, just dent there, that's probably from hail. And then there's a bunch of them on here. There, 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 just there, just all over, just from, well, it could be hail too. Good one there. Hail or door dings or something. Put a little bit more Bondo here, and then I'll block that out. I just went over that with a DA. And there, ding there. And then this one I just put some rust neutralizer on it and put some Bondo glass, a waterproof stuff, and sprayed up in here as best I could underneath here with rust neutralizer. And then I'm going to put some rust neutralizer all over these rust little things here before I put any Bondo or primer on it. So I'm just going to spray a little bit all on there, Yeah, that's a pretty good sized dent there. Could probably pull that one out a little bit. Little one there. Okay, now I think this is just urethane in or something. We're gonna take that out because I got new ones. I'm gonna pry that out and get all this area here. Put some rust neutralizer on that a little bit later. Okay, that's as far as I got so far. I'll be back. Okay, sprayed some rust neutralizer on there. So I just got some 80 grit on block. We're gonna block all this down before skimming it again. That's all you do, just keep blocking her. And we'll just put a little skim all the way around it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, skimmed it a few times, a lot of blocking. But yeah, I went ahead and filled that area there in. Needs a little bit more body filler on a few spots. But use my little cheap Harbor Freight gun, primer it up. Okay. Well, let me put another coat on that, and then it's getting late in the day. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and do that tailgate. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, it's next morning or afternoon. Getting a late start. It doesn't get warm out till about 11 or 12. Yeah, this quarter's done, and I got to put a little Bondo there. I just didn't want to wait for that to dry yesterday because it was getting dark up. So yeah, it came out pretty good. Now I just got the tailgate all ground down. Got one big dent here. I'm going to use that puller, pull that out a little bit. The rest of it, just maybe one or two pulls there. And then just a bullet hole. I think I'm just going to use some Bondo glass there. And then these just little ones here. Just put a skim coat over it. Maybe a little pull there and there. And This had a bunch of rust on it. I might spray some rust neutralizer on that. Give them a little pull and then skim it with Bondo. Try to get it done by the end of the day here before it gets dark. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the last skim of body filler on it. Fixing to DA it down with 80 a little bit and then hand block it and then prime it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, got that tailgate slicked out. Just a few little spots right there. I think I got one small ding right in here somewhere, but I'll take care of that. Next on this will be, we got the 2 doors and this quarter panel. Yeah, that's a crease right there. Other than that, it's just going to be door dings and hail damage and stuff like that. Nothing big like the other side. We did all the worst of it. Molded in the cowl scoop, which was a lot of work. This quarter panel here was a lot of work, and a bunch of dents on that. But yeah, I think the next video we can wrap up all the body work, and we'll start. Well, the front end and the roof is done. We gotta block down these areas here and reprime them, and then same with the 2 doors and the other quarter panels. So it'll be a little bit, but we'll try to get the body work done anyway next video. So yeah, I think I'll just wrap up this video. Would have liked, as usual, like to got more done, but can't work tomorrow. It's gonna 100% chance of rain tomorrow and cold, like in the 40s. It's been in the 60s. We got one cold day, but then the rest of the week after tomorrow, it's gonna be high 50s, low 60s. So you know, take one day off. We'll run around tomorrow, get some errands done and grocery shop and stuff like that. And we got a lot of stuff coming up. I ordered some parts for this, some interior stuff. Next video on this one's going to be the interior. I haven't started yet, as I've been just going balls to the walls on this one. People, oh, can't wait to see it painted. Yeah, me too, but it's going to be a while. And it's going to be a while putting it all together, and decals and bumpers and everything back on it after it's painted. So yeah, and weather stripping, and it's just a lot of work. A lot of work, guys. And I bought some major parts for the 85 IROC. So I'll probably, I want at least to do one video on this and get it running, because all these cars here, I believe, yeah, every one of these can start up and run and drive. Okay, all my cars in this area, except for that IROC. Got an engine in it, but it's just sitting in there. Because wiring harness, exhaust, all kinds of stuff. That's fuel system. So I'll do a video on this one and see if we can get it running and driving. We'll go over it later on of what all it needs, and but eventually we'll slick it out, get the interior done and paint it and all that stuff. But for now, just want to get it running and driving. After that, we'll finish off we'll do the paint job on the Silverado here and slick it out after a bunch more work. We still got, you know, power window motor and just stuff like that to do. Okay, so that's what's coming up, guys. Still haven't got the title for this yet. I'm gonna call him tomorrow, say what's up, what's going on. But yeah, I'll get it one way or another. I'm right on the border, Texas and Oklahoma, so I can go over to Texas and get a bonded title if I have to. But they did change the law in Texas, that, or the bonded title stuff, you could be out of state and get a bonded title, but now I believe you got to be a resident there. So I'd have to put it in, you know, somebody's name, or use their address, my name but their address, and get it mailed there type thing. And then get a Texas title and then switch it, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get a title either way on it. And I mentioned a while back there that Vermont title loophole is closed. Only residents of Vermont can do that. I don't know if there's any other states that has a loophole where you can. I know some of them southern states, Alabama and Georgia and stuff, you don't even need a title. You can just go get registration. I don't know anybody in them states, but I would think you can use that registration and use it in your state to actually get a real title. If you got a title state, you can use a registration from another state. Anyway, that's a way to do it too, but it's a lot of screwing around. I just don't have time and patience to be screwing around. So anyway, guys, we got a lot done on this. A lot more to go, but we're going down the home stretch. And yeah, somebody said, oh, paint it purple and something. No, it's going factory. If you're new, it's going to factory colors. White, gold, decal kit. I've already got all that stuff. What else did I want to mention? Yeah, that tool is real handy, guys. If you know, if you're doing, is it worth it for one? If you're just doing one car, probably not. But you got to figure, you know, body labor. If you bring it to a shop and have them do it, it's going to cost you a fortune. But if you're doing a couple of cars, or you're going to use it for years and years, yeah, it's definitely worth, you know, a couple $100, whatever it is. Click on the link in the description. And I should have bought one years and years ago, but I just didn't figure I'd be doing that much body work, so I didn't want to spend the money on it. But now that I got it from a sponsor. So okay, guys, I think that'll be it for this video. So subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. And it's about time for a walk. Nikki, ready to go for a walk? You ready to go for a walk, Nikki? Nikki! You ready to go for a walk, girl? Nikki's doing good. Okay, guys. So, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next video.